Forbes magazine is out this morning with its 34th annual Forbes 400 list. It ranks America's billionaires. It shows that the rich are getting richer. The combined net worth of listed members is $2.34 trillion with a T dollars. That's a lot of moolah. And with a record $1.7 billion requirement to make the list, would you believe that 145 American billionaires did not even make the cut this year?
We are revealing the top names first on CBS This Morning. At number 5, a tie between brothers Charles and David Koch. Amazon.com founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is 4th. 3rd is Larry Ellison of Oracle. Investor Warren Buffett is number 2. And topping the list for the 22nd consecutive year is Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates. The Forbes 400 list is the cover story in the new issue of Forbes. And Luisa Kroll is the magazine's assistant managing editor of Wealth. Good morning, Luisa.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
Look at you feeding Donald Trump's ego by putting him on the cover.
Oh boy, it was quite a battle. We couldn't resist, though. I mean, in fairness, we have been battling with Donald for 33 years. We actually have a timeline talking about, like, over the years what he said his worth was and what we said our worth was.
This is so timely because someone just said to me last night, where can I read how much he's really worth? How much is he worth?
Well, that's what the article goes into, and we actually have a photo spread of every single one of his assets and listing them and giving much more information than we've ever revealed about somebody's assets.
He says he's worth $10 billion. You say he's worth...
Well, he actually now says much more than $10 billion, and we say $4.5 billion, which actually is a record for him.
So how do you think you've got an accurate picture of what his percentage ownership is of these assets?
We think that we do, but frankly, all of this is pretty tough to get by. And anybody that says that it's easy, it's just not true.
And the difference in your estimate and Bloomberg's estimate, which is about 1.5 or 2 billion?
Well, I can't really comment on their estimates, but I know we spoke with over 80 sources. We had a team of 5 people working on it. So we feel very comfortable that we have tried to dig into this as much as we humanly could.
And here's what's interesting, too. If the Koch brothers were combined, they would be where on the list?
They would actually be number 1.
Number 1?
Oh, yeah.
That seems like
and the same with the Waltons. If Sam Walton were still alive.
And has the most of the wealth of the people on the billionaire list grown? It certainly has for Bill Gates.
About 2/3. I mean, it's basically so about 100 were down, but there were over 200 that were up. So a lot in the top, like the Koch brothers and Gates, are actually down. But Jeff Bezos was the year's biggest gainer. He was up $16.5 billion. He's on the official top 10 for the first time. Same with Mark Zuckerberg.
And this is a result simply of depreciation in their stock.
Yes, of those.
So the list shows the tech sector is gaining.
Yes.
Who are the biggest gainers?
Well, Jeff Bezos is the biggest gainer. Mark Zuckerberg is right up there. But we also have a lot of new young faces, like Evan Spiegel of Snapchat.
Yeah.
He debuts for the first time, and he's the world's youngest billionaire at 25. The Airbnb guys. Travis Kalanick of Uber was the biggest percentage gainer. His fortune doubled. Again, we're seeing so much interest from private investors who are willing to bid up these tech companies, these unicorns that are still private.
Are there any other notable newcomers other than the tech people?
Well, I always think they're all notable, but Robert Smith, he's the 2nd richest African American in the country.
Who's the first richest?
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, okay.
And he actually made his money in private equity, betting on kind of boring software companies, but phenomenal success and kind of below the radar. And he debuts because another company bought part of his stake in the company.
You can look inside to see the 46 women who made the list as well. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Luisa.
so much for having me.
Okay. I'm writing down that name, Robert Smith.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you, Luisa.
Is he married?
He just got married to Playboy. Former Playboy, yeah.
Oh. You may leave, Luisa. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, she may leave, Nora.